What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Curly Views for Yous. I'm Curly. Looks like Miss Reid has continued her every other day scheduling. We have uploaded about an hour ago on Monday, the 13th of January. So she is keeping up this every other day, but as you can see by the date at the bottom, we're like, what, a week behind? Anywho, Emily should have already left Oklahoma. So she should be up in her home, up in Wisconsin by now, since Miss Reid was alluding to the 10 days every video. So Emily's probably gone by now, which means that ALR is probably in a manic depressive episode right now. Let's see what she's going to put out for us today. This face.
Today is January 7th on a Tuesday, and I'm sure you guys are expecting like another vlog with Tommy here, but that's not the way it went down. This video is just like an update, if you will, because for me, it has been days since I filmed, and I did that because I really just wanted to unplug. I unplugged from watching YouTube from...
Says the girl who literally went away for 3 months, I think. She was off of YouTube. Wow.
On social medias, I didn't want to film. I said I want to spend my time with my girlfriend while she's here, and I don't want to have to worry about all of the noise, but somehow the noise did find me, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But really, you guys, I did not have the mental capacity to like want to vlog. It's just a lot.
There's mental capacity again. And the clutching of the pearls is just... And then the fact that she's wearing the diamond necklace now is very odd. Just because I remember when she got it, and she doesn't really... Like, she doesn't keep other people's gifts to her. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't... I feel like if she's not buying it for herself, it's just not good enough for her. So it's kind of surprising that she's actually using this gift. But when she first got it, we didn't see that shit for like 3 weeks. So it's a little strange to see it now.
The whole cookie crumble thing, and like someone impersonating my girlfriend and me, especially in such like a, for lack of a better word, scandalous and just vile way, it has been a lot. You
know what's frustrating is that we all know everything that ALR does is for a reason, so she can write it in her journal later. Why didn't she fix her necklace yet? Like, why didn't she fix the lobster clasp that's obviously turned around? You know what I mean? Just weird shit like that.
Heavy, and now it's like more drama is being started with Alexis, and we'll talk a little bit about that in this video as well. And someone messaged me recently where they were just like, girl, I feel so bad for you because you're constantly having to put out fires that you didn't start. And I was like, damn, that hit me like a truck.
Yeah, because it's somebody who is trying to troll you and validate your fucking craziness. God, she's so stupid.
Like a massive truck, and I'm like, that's literally how it feels a lot of the time. Really good example of that is like the cookie crumble and like the walnut situation, and that's just been like literally my life on YouTube for years now. It's like I try to stay away from drama. I try to just vlog my life and share my life, and somehow, some way, things start happening online that like I have to put out, and it's a fire that I didn't even start, and it's just like frustrating. But anyways, I still don't really have the full capacity to like film a whole vlog for you guys.
Still no personal accountability. Just no, oh my god. Just no recognizing that her actions create reactions. Hence the reaction channel here. This is Curly Views for Yous. Can you guys please subscribe or just like the video? Give me some traction. Thanks, guys.
Today because Tommy did leave today, and it's just really sad. You know, when you're in a long distance relationship and your partner goes back home, like we had a whole week together that was just so great. She was actually supposed to leave yesterday. We said our goodbyes, you know, all the crying, all of this and all that. She gets in the car, she opens the app for her flight, and it said it was delayed. And so here we are. We had an extra night together, which was really great. So, yeah, while she was here, we did so much, and there was multiple times I did think of you guys. I promise. I was like, wow, I should be filming this, or I should have.
Please don't think of me ever.
This, or that was so funny, or this is so fun, like so many different times. But that's just like the YouTuber in me. I've been doing this for over 11 years now, but like
she does not do anything to put online, so it's just so funny when she says she's taking her breaks or whatever, because it's really just a break from what, boo-boo? Like it would have been the same. It's the same shit, different day. What do you mean?
Real Amberlynn, not the YouTuber Amberlynn, like the normal everyday living Amberlynn. She won, so there was no vlogging.
Amberlynn doesn't exist. Amberlynn doesn't exist. You made it up. That's not your name.
We went to my grandma's and we played some card games with my grandma and my mom. I ended up bringing like veggie trays and fruit trays, and we had like a little salami and cracker cheese situation. We actually ended up playing Bad Kitty, which is the card game I got my grandma, and my grandma was obsessed with it. It was actually really funny and fun, so highly recommend. Very much like Cards Against Humanity / like Apples to Apples type of style, but with like pictures of cats. Like it was actually really funny. Which the movies, I saw Wicked, and you guys, excuse me, I was going into it thinking, okay, it's gonna be an alright movie. Like there's so much hype around it, and I'm one of those people where it's like I'm not all about like the hype. It took me literally my whole life to get into Harry Potter. Like
she's so fucking annoying, dude.
I literally just recently watched it a few years ago because I ignored all the hype. I'm not about the hype. When I like something, I like something. When I don't. Good example is Game of Thrones. Like, I don't understand. I tried to watch it, literally hate it. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't fall for the hype. I am pretty picky. I have a short attention span. It's terribly hard for me to watch a movie. But I'm telling you, this movie is 2 hours and 40 minutes of just beauty, of art, of... It was so good. Like, I don't even have words for it. Normally when I go to a movie theater, even if I'm enjoying the movie, I'm, like, looking at the time, like, every 10 minutes. It's really bad. I looked at the time one time, and it was 2 hours into the movie. And I looked at the time, shooketh. I was like, how did 2 hours go?
If she's... I think... I'll just speak on my experience, but when I was in the low of this most recent depression episode, which has lasted for years, When I was in the low of that, I was definitely agoraphobic. I didn't want to go out because I didn't feel safe. I just felt like at any moment, you know, I would need to spring into protection mode. Therefore, I just didn't go out. Even it's so strange to even think that I was this deep, but even to simply walk the 30 steps to get to the mailbox that was in front of the home, that was like my first steps to get out of the house, was conquering that. And then from there, I started to take walks around the neighborhood, to get, a sense back of where I was, and that I was quote unquote safe. Hindsight's 2020, obviously. My intuition, I guess, was trying to tell me that something was indeed wrong, because, like I've mentioned, the roommate that I was with turned out to be an abuser, that I hadn't accepted, but a couple people around me had recognized that, the people that cared. And I'm sure that played a part on my psyche as well. It was the push and pull of them saying, well, how can I help? All the while, they didn't really want to help me. They liked to see me suffer the way I was. And I foolishly thought it was a safe place for me to go through that. And looking back on it now, I do think that it held me back in a way, from my healing and from getting back on my own 2 feet and feeling my normal. So I do resonate with the agoraphobia that this seems like. Every time I would go out, I wanted to know exactly what I was going to be doing, the plan I didn't really want to deter from, because again, that made me feel like, okay, now I have to spring into action and protect myself when I was in a safe environment, if I would go out with a friend and all that jazz. So I definitely can relate to going out and checking my clock every 5 to 10 minutes. That's for sure.
It literally felt like 20 minutes. I am so glad I got to experience this movie in the theater, because I'm telling you, that is the way to do it. So if it's still in the theater around you and you have not seen it, please go see it. It was a masterpiece. I cried 3 different times. It was so freaking good. I laughed tons of times, and it was just amazing. I cannot wait for the second part. Oh, you guys, I have to tell you this funny thing that happened. So we did end up going to Riverwind Casino, which is like personally my favorite casino in Oklahoma that I've been to. And I don't know what it was, but I got recognized that night at least 5 different times. Like, I don't know. We did go on Saturday, so there's more people there. And usually in large populated places, I do get recognized quite a bit. This girl said something that I will never be able to forget. Do you guys ever have like this thing where someone like says something to you and something that like sticks in your brain forever? Oh, it's kind of like that. So me and Tommy just playing the slots, and then I get recognized by these 2 girls that actually work at the casino. They're like the people who go around and say cocktails. They're like literally models. I'm like, okay. And they're like, oh my god, I love you. And they like literally ask for my autograph.
See, again, she's just got to talk down on everybody around her, dude. Just the way that she just said that is gross to me. She's like, yeah, these cocktail waitresses are working here at a casino. Meanwhile, they're like models. Like, why would you be working here? I don't understand her false sense of confidence. But again, that's because she's a bad person. It's because she's a bad person. I don't understand her.
And there was this woman sitting next to Tommy who looks at me and goes, are you a TikToker? Like, how did they know you? Like, this was after subscribers, hello, if you're watching, came up to me and wanted my autograph and wanted pictures and stuff. So the woman goes, are you a TikToker? And I was like, yeah, like I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube and stuff like that. And she goes, oh, okay. I was looking at you and I was like, yeah, no one really dresses like that. I was like, what do those things like have in common with each other? Like, I was literally so confused. And if you guys want to know, I was wearing the like purple maroon studded rhinestone mesh top with like a black dress. You guys have seen that outfit before. I had to wear it because I love it. But I was just like, what does that mean? Is that like a compliment, or was that like, I don't know? It's just like one of those things where I'm like, I should have asked her right then and there, like, what did you mean by that? So moving on to a completely different topic, and speaking of clothing, I have like some merch under construction. I know you guys can see down below that I have like merch that I did years and years ago, but it was kind of like low-key like a troll. I wasn't taking it seriously. I do like the simplicity of it because I do enjoy some simplistic merch. But I don't know how to make merch. I'm not good at it. I've never been taught, and I know that I can teach myself, but it's not really something that I've been fully interested in. But Tommy surprised me and made me some merch. Yes, she did. So,
bro. Amberlynn's gonna get swindled.
Why I say it's like under construction is because
she's gonna get swindled by another grifter.
I wanted to have the merch physically myself. And that's something I didn't even do with the merch down below because I genuinely did not take it as serious. And so I wanted the merch physically. And so I do have a few things. And also why I say under construction is because I'm still trying to figure out like when do I want to like put these things up for sale, because it's like crazy. And I do want to show you like everything. I still have more stuff coming in the mail. I do have a few things though. So you guys know I say girly pop literally all the time. I say dainty, like Dainty Lynn, all of that. So dainty girly pop. Here's just some wrapping paper. So merch. This isn't just gonna be a shirt. It's gonna be like different things that you can have. Dainty girly pop. I love wrapping paper, and this is just so adorable. And Tommy gave me a really good idea of just like wrapping a box, just like setting it on my bookshelf because this is so my aesthetic. I really want to like start adding adding a little bit of pink, pop of color into my life, and I love pink. But this is just an example of how freaking adorable. Next thing is there will be candles. Yes, there will be. This is Dainty Girly Pop candle. Isn't that so adorable? God. So this is a sage lavender. And I'm telling you, it smells so freaking good. Like, I am actually pretty shocked. Told myself that I was gonna get this merch, and if I genuinely did not like it and feel confident, I was not gonna tell you guys about these things. But I genuinely am obsessed. And what's really important, because there are bigger people who are watching me, I really genuinely love that they carry bigger sizes. So this is a 5X.
Honest, I'm just really not into her bullshit today.
And I will show you guys like what it looks like on me. But look, Dainty Girly Pop, isn't that so adorable? When things are more like serious and it's not like totally under construction, it's gonna be more professional.
You know what would be really helpful to your life, Miss Reid? All this energy you spend avoiding therapy, it's just wild, because you would have been healed by now, and you would think that somebody at her age would recognize that, but she doesn't. And you know, she's seen other people in her life turn that corner, you know, and stop the abusive behavior that they were showing themselves. You know, we see that in Amberlynn. ALR just one thing she's gonna do is she's gonna say a big fuck you to anything that's gonna help her.
Everything, like there's gonna be journals and there's magnets and stickers and etc, etc. I'm also wearing another merch in a clip that I will be showing you in a second, just to kind of get an idea of how it fits. I actually slept in it, so there is like twiggy fur, wasabi fur. You will see in the clip. There's gonna be other.
So she's gonna. I can't with this woman. She's gonna show a wrinkly, worn-in piece of fucking merchandise and think people are gonna want to buy that shit. Like, she's so delusional.
It says Hecticana, which is actually the shirt that I'm wearing in the clip that you will see here in a minute. And just for size reference, I am wearing the 5X in that clip as well. So again, I keep saying it is under construction, because there is tons of different like stains and merch I can make, and it's like all super adorable. Like, I'm obsessed. And so if you guys are interested, please let me know. Send me an Instagram message, because like
So basically, Tommy put all of this information in, got these pieces of merch for her, because she didn't do any of this. You know what I mean? She didn't go into a website, see that they did this, and submit anything.
Girl cannot step foot in the comment section. Not gonna be happening over here. I'm just like genuinely so appreciative of Tommy, because like having like true merch is something that I've always wanted, but it's like I never took the initiative to actually do it. Like true.
Yeah, but I was like really lazy and I didn't want to do it. But look, another person who wants to take advantage of people around her. This time it's gonna be me.
Authentic merch instead of like just that silly stuff down there that's listed. You guys can still get that stuff that's down there, of course, but this is like real cutesy, like tangible. I have this in my hands, and I cannot wait to show you guys like the journals and just like all the other stuff. So to be continued, folks, but that's just a little first glance at some of the stuff. The next thing I want to talk about is I'm really in like my perfume era. I've always been in my perfume era. Like I love to smell good. I love my apartment to smell good, and I know a lot of people like to say it's because I'm fat and I don't shower. Literally not how it works. If you spray perfume on poop, it's still gonna smell like poop, just maybe a little florally or a little fruity, and that doesn't smell good. I'm a girly pop who is fat, but I am a fat girly pop that does shower and is clean. I've always just really loved perfume, and so I got myself 2 new perfumes. I'm excited. We're gonna do a little like first.
And she makes it aware when she takes a shower every single time.
Smell, I was gonna say a taste test, but girl, we are not eating perfume today, or ever. We're gonna do a smell test, if you will. So I got the Vera Wang Princess, which I feel like years and years ago, maybe like a decade, I have smelled this before, but I do not remember. And yes, I went in blind, and
I don't know anything about perfumes either, so if anybody wants to school me, please do.
I literally bought these online without smelling them first, but I read a lot of reviews.
So
Vera Wang Princess. That does smell good. And the bottle's super cute, purple heart. Next one is, I got Daisy Dream by Marc Jacobs. Yes, I did, girls. So Marc Jacobs is very popular when it comes to perfume, and the bottle, like, stunner. So
I think I have this one, but in a trial size. It is floral, it is girly. I'm not really into those scents because with my body's pH, it just doesn't work well with my pH, so it just ends up turning it into something that doesn't smell pleasant, at least to me.
Let's see. Oh my god, that smells super clean. I don't know if you guys know this, which I'm sure a lot of you do, especially if you wear perfume. It always smells different like a minute after it's been on you. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is like the whole walnut situation. I've had people say like, that's just a troll. And I'm so glad that there are people who genuinely are like, okay, we believe that is not Amberlynn and Tommy. So thank you for that. But you guys, this isn't just a troll to me. This isn't just like a typical troll that I deal with constantly. I feel like this is more than that. Like, I truly feel so violated. And
you're violated again.
The account is like officially taken down by that website because Tommy contacted them. And you guys saw in my last video that they replied, they responded to it, and immediately looked into it and took care of it. And I'm so glad for that because there are some websites out there that like literally don't care about you at all. But that website really took the time, looked into it, and actually fixed the issue. So thank you very much. I just wish we could have gotten more information. I know it's probably like not legal because I don't think companies can just be like, yeah, so this profile is actually.
Oh, okay. You wanted more information, like how you paid to get Jordy's information? Yeah. The rest of the world doesn't really operate like that, Miss Lynn. You don't just fucking pay to get people's information like a fucking weirdo and then claim that, you know. Actually, she hasn't even acknowledged that she bought that shit. She hasn't denied it or, you know, confirmed it or whatever. It is confirmed through Alexis. but she hasn't addressed it because, you know, she's got merch and stuff to worry about.
So, which I understand why they couldn't do that, but at the same time, it's like when something as serious as this is happening, I feel like I do have like
it's
the
not
right
serious.
to know who is doing this, because putting out fake sexual things of me, I heard that there's like screenshots floating around and like someone is like making voices that sound like me in like a sexual manner. I have not seen any of this. I have only heard about it because people are contacting me, of course. Normally when something like this happens, I get a lot of people in my DMs that are very, very kind to me, but for some reason with this situation, I have gotten so many DMs where people are like, "Ew, Amberlynn, you are so gross. I can't believe you do that. That is disgusting." And I'm just like, ugh, like this troll, as you guys want to call it, even if like it's bigger than that to me. Like,
you know what's really weird too is that all of this is against Tommy. Like everything was against just Tommy being the feeder, right? And it wasn't until probably Amber lost Rarity when, you know, we all started to come back and be like, okay, Amber, no, the problem is you. You know, you introduce these people into your life, what have you.
This person is ultimately ruining my reputation because that's not me, and that's like not okay. And it's like crazy to me that people actually believe that's me. Like it's just so absurd. And I'm sure I could get the police involved and stuff like that. And I feel like it might have to come down to that if it continues. Because as of right now, January 7th, I have not heard anything new. So that's a good thing. But I'm telling you, like, if you're watching this, the person who is doing this, like, it is illegal what you're doing, and I will get the law involved if you continue to do so. And then there's like a conspiracy of like,
what is this veiled threat? You don't know who the frick it is. She's so stupid.
Well, not the same person who like leaked my cookie crumble, and honestly, I don't have the answer for that. I do find it very strange that like these things happen at the same time though. So next thing I want to talk about is like the whole Alexis thing. I truly feel like a fool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very much the type of person that literally like no matter what you do to me, I will forgive you. Within time, you will be forgiven by me. That is just how I am. I don't know. I'm a pushover. I let people walk all over.
You know what makes me really uncomfortable? I just keep thinking about how the rest of her body continues under her. Because like I've mentioned, like she just rests her arms like on her body. So the only part that's really like moving is her forearm. You can tell by her T-Rex reach that she doesn't extend her arm. She doesn't hold it up.
I don't know what it is. I don't have respect for myself. Like, okay, maybe I do know what it is. I'm literally listing it all off. But like, I wish I was able to not be like that. I think it's like once I love someone, whether it's like romantically or in a friendship way or it's family, there's almost like no turning back for me. It's very like unconditional. So like when Alexis did her whole thing that she did, we don't need to dive into that. I did end up forgiving her and I hung out with her. From my point of view, I had a good time. We vibed well and I hung out with her girlfriend as well. And we also vibed and had a good time. Like they vibed well with Tommy. And like, yeah, maybe the first time it was a little awkward. It's gonna be. But I forgave Alexis and I told her, and I was very honest with her, that like she hurt me. Like what she did was wrong. And she agreed. And she apologized to both me and Tommy. But I was very, very open with the fact that like things probably aren't gonna be the same. By that I mean like before all that happened, me and Alexis were on the phone like for hours and hours, like every single day. Like she was the person that I went to, and I was the person that she went to, and I knew it was.
So why are you acting like you don't understand why this girl is hurt? That you just dropped her like a freaking hot piece of trash for a feeder?
Gonna be like that anymore because she ultimately like absolutely betrayed my trust, and she knew that. So when I filmed that 4-part Q&A series just recently that you guys watched, all of that was filmed in one day. I filmed it on December 29th, and I made sure to put that in the description so you guys knew that. I did change my shirt because who wants to like sit there and watch me do 4 videos in the same outfit? Like
nobody wants to watch you anyway, bitch. We're literally, it's like a train wreck. This is why we're watching, because it's like a train wreck. It's not an underdog story by any fucking means. You're a train wreck story, and there's always this little grain of sand of hope that like she's going to turn it around, you know? And I don't want to say it's not there. It's there. She has the time. If she can do it, like you always have time before you're in the grave. So she has time. If she goes the positive route, we'll see.
So during that Q&A series, I mentioned in it that, no, Alexis is not the one who did the cookie crumble. And people asked if I resented her, and I said no. And I was saying how Alexis is in like her happy healing era and that she's very understanding and patient and kind with the fact that like things aren't how they used to be. But I said those things and scheduled those videos before Alexis went into Jordy's chat and was saying things that genuinely hurt my feelings, saying that I could have leaked the video, saying that she only meant me for the plot, and kind of betraying me again. I truly never thought that she would do that again. So obviously when I saw that she did that, because people were messaging me and they were like, Alexis is doing it again, and I was like, dude, what? Like I was literally so confused. I thought people were lying. So I asked for a screenshot, like show me proof. Oh, and girl, they supplied. Like my heart dropped to the floor. I was like, damn. Obviously, I contacted Alexis and I asked her like, why would you do this? And we just communicated back and forth on Snapchat via like voice messages or whatever. And from what I got out of it, she said that she didn't feel like I was an active friend in her life because I didn't communicate with her as often as she wanted me to. And that's just, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around because it's like, I understand that her and I do not communicate as much as we used to, but again, it was daily. But I personally did not feel comfortable communicating with her daily. And I think I have every right after like what she put me through. I truly believe that you can have friends that you talk to once a week or every other week. I don't think that you need to talk to your friends every single day. Like I have friends that I only talk to like once a week, and we have a strong relationship and a strong bond, especially once you're adults. Like people get busy, but that's what I took out of what Alexis was saying, was genuinely just like, I did this because I don't want people to think that I leaked the video and you aren't even like an active friend in my life, even though I genuinely thought I was. I just wasn't speaking to her enough. I felt like you should respect your friends regardless of how often you speak. Like I would have never came on here and said anything bad about Alexis. I just wouldn't have. I don't do that to my friends. I don't do that to the people I care about in my life.
She's literally putting out clickbait that says me resenting Alexis, and then in the video says that Alexis is happy and off with her best self-care life. Amber, you lie to yourself because you're just talking to yourself in the camera. And then you lie to us, the audience, who sees right through your bullshit.
Still not going to do that. Again, it's just more drama and more fires that I have to put out that I literally am just going to leave for someone else to put out because I genuinely just like don't want to be a part of it.
You literally do that every time.
So after I expressed myself to Alexis and pretty much told her exactly what I just told you guys, that like she was still a friend to me, like I still loved her and cared about her just because we didn't talk every single day doesn't mean that I didn't love and care about her, etc., etc. She got really angry with me and she ended up screen recording our whole conversation. I feel like I have no privacy when it comes to that woman. So
yeah, because you say one thing and then you claim you say another. People have to record this shit with you because you claim you forget, you claim that you don't remember, you claim all this bullshit. This is the reason why people feel the need that they have to fucking video record you. Like, you record them, by the way. So like, what for a YouTuber to be like, oh, I'm being recorded, you know, it's kind of weird to me, especially if you've been online for 10 years and exposed yourself the way that Amberlynn has. I don't know why you'd be worried.
It's like the distance I was putting in between her and I makes sense. Like subconsciously, I was like, girl, keep your distance. And it's almost as if like my gut and my body and my heart and my soul like knew this was going to happen again, which is really sad. So I ended up blocking her because I only want good people in my life. I don't believe that like anyone is perfect. Like, we aren't robots. People will make mistakes. But like genuinely, like what she has done to me and the way that she reacted to like my hurt feelings towards her being in Jordy's chat, like just makes me feel like she doesn't care about how I feel. As like a human, like on just like
dude, she heard nothing that Alexis said to her. She heard absolutely fucking nothing about being the friend that she was being towards Alexis and how that wasn't enough for Alexis. She takes no fucking personal responsibility whatsoever.
It doesn't feel good after everything we've been through and me forgiving her and everything. Like, it just sucks genuinely. Like, from my end, I just want to move past all of this, be like, okay, she was a person that was in my life at one point and she's simply just not anymore.
Yeah, because she's so used to fucking shit over and then just being like, oh, we'll just ignore it, it's okay, and then never speaking on it again. And that gives you the false sense that things are settled. No, bitch, you definitely haven't settled everything. Just because you're settled, because that's all you do is settle, you don't really move too much. So not everybody does that. And people do have a right to still maintain whatever they received from you. Just because you forgot it happened doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Everyone deserves friends that respect you even when you aren't around, even when you aren't looking. You deserve friends that will respect you regardless of how often you speak or anything like that. Literally, it hasn't even been 4 hours since I filmed this, and it's already an update. I'm literally in the middle of editing this, and all I can say is, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Alexis has since leaked our conversation. I genuinely don't understand the point. You are not a good friend to someone whenever you have disagreement.
I think this is a lie, too. I think she just added this just as another, like, stab towards Alexis. I think this is just a continuation of what she wanted to say.
You have to go onto the internet to bash them, knowing the type of response your friend or ex-friend will receive. I personally want no part in this, so I'm going to finish editing this video, I'm going to schedule it, and I'm never going to speak about her again. Anyways,
yeah, right.
Enough of me rambling. So one more thing, your girl did start semaglutide, and Tommy was actually the one who gave me my first shot. So I'm gonna show you that clip here. Okay guys, so my tripod's like lost in the boulder beans. I have to find it. So perfect timing. My semaglutide got here today. So Tommy is.
She got this shirt. Ew. Probably didn't wash it. It's probably come from right off the presses in whatever factory in whatever country, and she just like throws it on and sleeps in it. She's
giving my first shot. I'm nervous. I get the nervous jitters prior to this every single time.
How big she is.
Okay. Right, you guys don't get to see my tum-tum. So my wrist, so it's 50 units. So I'm going to choose my spot and then the alcohol hit. Why do I get so much anxiety with this? Needles, you guys. Oh, it's a 5, right? I'll pitch to that. Well, that's a needle. Come on, baby. Okay, we'll pitch it 5 seconds. Yep, hold it in. Ew, I hated that. I was so grateful that she helped me with that because I'm telling you, I cannot stick a needle inside of me. So yesterday was actually my first day, and it was just like perfect timing because it arrived that day, and I was like this. My fingers were crossed. I was like, please arrive, because I really needed help with the shot, and I didn't want to have to like bug my mom. But this semaglutide actually is mixed with B12. When I did semaglutide before, it was mixed with like sodium.
No, you didn't want to bother your mom because you're fucking dumb. You wanted Tommy to do it to build another, you know, bonding point for you guys. You're a fucking freak.
Something or other, and I noticed that I feel differently taking this semaglutide because last time, I'm telling you, nauseous, diarrhea, did not feel good, I was super tired. This time I've had 0 symptoms or side effects.
And like, that's the fucking thing too. She gives things like an 18-hour window, and if it doesn't work, then it's not gonna work. It doesn't work. We're getting rid of it.
Sometimes I say symptoms, but people are like, Amberlynn, side effects. So far, I've had 0. So I guess that's a good thing. I have not noticed any appetite suppressant. Usually I feel that like on the second day. But we'll see how it goes and it keeps going. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. And there will be like a separate like weigh-in video. I'm not just going to throw in a weigh-in right here. I kind of just want to have that be like a whole separate like video talking about my weight, or maybe I can put it in a vlog.
Yeah, because you gained like fucking crazy, man. We all say it.
Not really sure, but I'm just really excited to be back on semaglutide, and I genuinely hope that it works for me. But like the fact that it already feels different this time, because like the first two times, like I did feel things with it. Like on the second day, it was like nausea, this and that, and it's like I have felt nothing.
Oh my
It's as if I
God.
didn't take it. That worries me, of course. But it's literally only been 2 days, so I need to like slow my roll and be like, Amberlynn, give us some time. But anyways, I have rambled way long enough. This video is 45 minutes long. That is Hexacana. I'm gonna go. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Damn. I wonder what was on the other 50 minutes that she cut. Some takeaways from this one. Amber is still delusional. We had some visitation from Tommy, Emily. She gave her semaglutide shot. Again, I think it was just all for optics in this situation. See, Emily wants me to lose weight. See, she gave me the shot. Of course she wants me to lose weight. Look how nice she is. She did all this merch for me. Like, is this what Emily took up when she got fired, allegedly? You know what I mean? Like, was she like, oh, how can I make more money now? Oh, if I make merch, she'll definitely give me a piece of that. I don't know, man. This whole thing is shady. Whole thing makes me feel icky still. So, all right, let's get this edited and put up. All right, everybody, have a good rest of your day. Bye.